Have you ever felt completely alone, even when you're surrounded by people who claim to care about you? A child sits quietly at his birthday party. The candles are lit, the gifts are stacked, laughter echoes all around, but something feels missing. He watches his friends. Their mouths move, their hands gesture. He mimics the smiles, but inside it's quiet, distant. What do you call it when you're surrounded by people, yet completely unseen? Carl Jung had a word for it: the loneliness of the unconscious. Jung believed that much of our suffering doesn't come from being alone, but from being misrecognized, from masking, from being included but not understood. We live in a world of connections, follows, likes, comments, but the human psyche doesn't respond to noise. It responds to resonance. Loneliness today is not the absence of people. It's the absence of depth, of mirrored presence, of soul. Take a moment to absorb this. How many of your connections truly see the you behind the you? In the chapters ahead, we'll descend deeper into the masks we wear, the shadows we project, the illusions we mistake for love. But for now, remember the boy at the birthday table, because he might still live in you. Who are you when no one is watching? And more importantly, who are you when everyone is? Carl Jung called it the persona, the mask we wear to be accepted, to survive, to function. It's not fake, it's functional. But here's the problem. The longer we wear it, the more we forget we're wearing anything at all. The persona helps us get the job, keep the peace, win affection. But it's not you. It's a compromise your unconscious made with the world. And over time, we lose something sacred, our inner signal. You've done it too, at parties, in job interviews, on first dates. You've worn the mask, and maybe you forgot to take it off. Take a breath and ask yourself, if everyone left the room, what version of you would remain? Because the persona is not evil, it's just incomplete. And until you meet the part it hides, you'll never feel fully seen, not even by your closest friends. What if the people in your life are only friends with the mask and not with you? This is where the fracture begins, where friendship feels hollow, where presence feels like performance. We all wear masks, but when was the last time someone asked, "Who's beneath yours?" In the next chapter, We'll uncover what hides behind that mask and why so many of our connections are built on illusions. What if the person you think you know doesn't actually exist? Carl Jung warned us, the mind doesn't just observe others, it projects onto them. You don't just meet people, you fill them with your hopes, your fears, your old wounds. When we're lonely, we invent closeness. When we're afraid, we imagine safety. When we're wounded, we cling to kindness, even if it's not really there. You think they understand you, but maybe they're just wearing the mask you painted on them. This is projection, a psychological reflex, a survival instinct, and it's invisible until it shatters. We fall for who we need them to be, not who they really are. And the most painful moment in friendship is when the projection dies. Think about someone you used to be close with, a friend, a partner, a confidant. Did you really know them, or did they just make you feel known? Projection feels like connection until reality interrupts. The friend who ghosted you, the person who changed, the betrayal you didn't see coming, all of it begins here, not in who they were, but in who you thought they were. So ask yourself, who have you invented in your life? In the next segment, we'll descend deeper into the shadow, into the parts of you that want to believe the lie, because it protects you from the truth. Have you ever wondered, what if your best friend is actually your worst mirror? Jung called this the shadow, the part of us we hide, deny, or can't even see. But here's the twist. We often meet it in our friends. You might think you chose your friends because they share your interests, but sometimes they're carrying the parts of you you've buried. Imagine you're a confident, outgoing person, but deep down you hide a fear of being abandoned. Then you meet someone who's clingy, needy, always afraid you'll leave, and you feel oddly irritated. That irritation, that's your shadow knocking. Jung said, everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. And yet, most people push the shadow away instead of listening. The danger? If you refuse to see your shadow, you'll keep befriending it in others. Over and over, each time, the relationship will feel like fate, but it's just your psyche trying to finish unfinished business. The shadow friend isn't there to hurt you. They're there to show you what you've hidden. And when you face it, you stop repeating the same friendship patterns. You can be surrounded by people, laughing at the right jokes, nodding at the right moments, and still feel like a ghost in the room. Carl Jung warned that this happens when your persona, the mask you wear to be socially acceptable, becomes your prison. You show what others want to see, but the real you is buried. And when the mask never comes off, even in friendship, you're not truly connecting. You're performing. It's why you can leave a crowded room feeling emptier than when you walked in. If you never reveal the self behind the mask, you may never know if someone could truly see you. If you've made it this far, you've already taken a step most people never will, daring to look at the invisible walls that shape your relationships. You've seen the masks, the shadows, the projections, and maybe you've recognized them in yourself. This isn't just theory, it's the blueprint of human connection and why it so often fails. Carl Jung didn't tell us these truths to make us paranoid, but to wake us up. Because when you see the game, you can stop playing it blindly, and maybe, just maybe, you can find something real. So ask yourself, if no one is truly your friend, what does that make the people you keep close? Are they mirrors, masks, or something more? Because in a world of illusions, the rarest thing is truth. And if you're ready to dig deeper into the shadows, the next video will change how you see everyone you meet, because the more you see the masks, the less they can control you. Subscribe. The journey is just beginning.